Hey, Good Shepherd. It's Bryson, one of your pastors here, and I'm glad to come to you this way. Hopefully, you're doing well today. And just want to come and offer a few things, share some information with you, and just to check in with you a little bit. One, I wanted to tell you that I really miss you, and I miss being with you in worship. I miss our opportunities to gather like you are, and I'm praying for you in a way, and our staff is praying for you because we long to be back together in person for worship. And so I know you probably have some questions about that. And, I'm open to have conversation with you, and I'd love to do that. And you can email me or touch base with me somehow, or our staff, and we'd love to respond back to some of those things. I do want to talk about worship for just a second. There's our church and our leadership, we're actively working on ways to move back to in-person worship. But the reality is, it's going to take some time for us to be able to do that in a way where we can make it as safe as possible for you. It will include masks, it will include extra cleaning, it will include helping you find seats and all kinds of regulations and things like that. But all of that's there for your safety. So as we're doing it to prepare for you, here's a few things I can tell you. We're going to continue worshiping online through the month of August and into September. And on September the 13th, we're going to gather outside on our front lawn for a time of worship at 6 p.m. And so our hope is on that day that you're going to come. We're going to create a space for you and your family and to gather. And we're going to invite you to bring your own food to eat. And we're going to have worship and a family picnic. And so kind of worship on the lawn with dinner. And so it's going to look a little different, and it's going to feel a little different, but it's going to be a chance for us to come together. So I want to encourage you to mark September the 13th on your calendar right now because it's going to be a great time together, 6 p.m. Don't forget it. Don't miss it. Also want to talk to you about some of our next series and what we're doing. We're currently in our Famous Last Words series, and starting on August the 2nd, we're going to do a series called Going the Extra Mile. And we're excited to dig into that series, and it's also going to coincide with some of our Going the Extra Mile giving in terms of preparing for back-to-school supplies. And we've talked about some other things that are needed. We talked about underwear, our Undie Sunday coming up, and some different things for our students in our ESL ministry, as well as Long and Elementary. And so you're going to read information in our messages, our email messages, about what to bring for school supplies and how you can connect and how you can do that so we can provide for the needs of our community. I want to thank you for the way that you have done that. You have continued to go above and beyond in so many ways, and this is another opportunity for us to do that here as we move into this series in August. Your giving has been generous, and your time, even in this way. I mean, people are still cooking, and we're still serving, and we're still giving to food pantries. And so, we look more like God when we give. And so people can see God in the work that you are doing, Good Shepherd. And I'm grateful for that. And I hope that you hear and you know that that's happening. And so it's just exciting to see and to know in the midst of everything that's happening. And there's certainly a lot of things happening, especially as it pertains to schools just in general. And so we know that there's a lot happening, and we know that Henrico County and our surrounding counties and areas are moving into a virtual format, and whatever that means, and or possibly virtual format as we're recording this right now. But I just want to say, from our perspective, we're praying for all of the administrators in this and all of those that are making key decisions about our students and about our teachers and about all those that are involved in education. If I started trying to name people, I would miss folks. But all of those that make schools happen. This is an opportunity for us as the church to be graceful. This is an opportunity for us to listen. This is an opportunity for us to really lean into people and to offer love, because people are going to have some decisions to make, and people are making some very difficult decisions. And so this is a great opportunity for us to be the church. So I'm grateful that you are going to do that. And I know that you're going to do that. So I know that that's a lot to take in right there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to tell you while I've got you here. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but we've got worship coming. We've talked about schools, and we've talked about our mission work, and I think that's it. So I love you, and I miss you, and I will hopefully see you soon. And that's it. Much love. Peace. Bye.